I'm George Flynn, and you're watching In-Depth TV, where today we're going to talk about something that I believe each of you can understand. And it may be something going on in your head or with your life, but each of you has these things, and once we talk about it, I think you'll have a more full understanding of what's happening, why you have so many conflicting ideas in your head, and what to do about them. First of all, you have basically three viewpoints in your life. Now, I won't call them three personalities, though they change your personality, these viewpoints, but you have these three viewpoints in your life. Everybody does. Everybody. So don't feel like you're alone in this. It's everybody has these three viewpoints. And one viewpoint is the dreamer, or the person with the idea, or the ideals. And then another person is the planner, the one that plans out all of the activities to get to that ideal or that dream. And the third one is the one doing it all, the one doing the work, the one doing the minute detail work to get there. So you have these three things going on in life. And let's just take going on a vacation, your family, your lifestyle, or maybe just you going on a vacation. You've got this dream vacation that you would like to go on, whether it's to the ocean, to the mountains, to the Wild West, to the east, to the big city, to the desert, wherever it is. You've got this idea to go to a foreign country. Take a nice long vacation, a cruise. So let's have a vacation, something that we can all understand. Say we're going to Florida. We're going, and if that doesn't appeal to you, we're going to the mountains. But we have this dream vacation, this ideal place that we would like to go. This thing that we would like to do where we will be free from worries, happy, content, and enjoying life to the fullest. And that's fine. I think it's great that we have these ideas. And you have these ideas, and they're perfectly okay. Matter of fact, they're encouraged. Then you say, well, I'm going to go on, let's say, a cruise off of the Keys of Florida. You know, we'll get it all in there. But we're going to go on a cruise. And then the person that's organizing all of this, the organizer, comes in and says, well, if we're going to go on this cruise, what do we need to do? We need to plan this out. We need to plan out contacting the cruise company, making our reservations, making our driving or airplane reservations to get to the point of departure for the cruise. We need to make sure we have our shots and vaccinations if we need them, get our passport if needed, make sure that we are ready for the cruise. So many different things. We need to pack. We need to make a packing list. Make a list of everything we possibly need on this cruise, and we're going to take it with us. Now, I'll say parenthetically, or as an aside, there's a secret. If you don't pack something, usually, unless you're going into the deep jungles, usually they have stores that you can purchase that item that you left behind. So you left behind a toothbrush or toothpaste. You can usually get them at the other cities at your destination. So let's don't obsess too much about packing, though we do need to get our clothes in. We need to make sure we have everything we can think of, but anything we totally forget, is probably available at the destination. All right, we're back on to planning for the cruise. So we've got it planned. We know when we're leaving, what time of day we're leaving, to either get to the airport with check-ins and security, or we know what time we're going to get into the car and how far we will go the first 5 hours or 3 hours, where we can get gas or where we can do whatever we need to do. And in this day and time, you've got to know where you're going to plug in your electric car, but where you can get gas or where you can stop and have a nice little rest from driving. Or on the airplane, once you get there, do you need a rental car? What have you planned? And you've got all of these plans and you've got everything listed in order. Then comes in the third person. You know, you're 3 in 1. Now, all of a sudden you focused on your ideal. You focused on the organization. And now you focus on the person doing all of the jobs. Now, when you're organizing, you're not actually doing the jobs. You're not actually calling up, making reservations, having the air in the tires of the car checked, having the oil changed, making sure the car is clean and has a tune-up and ready to get on the road, make sure it's reliable. That person is now semi-busy, maybe slightly overwhelmed, but this person, the doer, and it may be you doing it all, but it may be that you're delegating some of those activities to someone else. Now, if you can delegate shopping, making sure we have enough groceries for in the car or snacks, if we can make sure that we pack everything, if you can delegate that and trust the person you delegated to, then you've got help. If you have to go back and check behind whoever did all the tasks, then you've got another challenge. So you've got another person in there called the checker. So we've got the doer and then the checker. So we've now got 4 activities or 4 different personalities in here. We've got the person with the idea, the idealist, the person managing, or the person organizing. They're organizing all the little things that need to be done. And then we've got the person actually doing those things. Now, the person doing the things is doing all the work. They're doing the work of getting to the ideal as defined by the manager or the organizer. And then, to come back behind that, is the checker, the one that's checking to make sure everything got done. All right, we've got these 4 things going. We go on our cruise, and it all seems to work, except one thing from the outside goes wrong. You miss a flight, or have a flat tire, or run out of gas, or something happens. What's the fix of this? Do we go back to the manager who didn't plan for the unplanned interruption? Do we go back to the doer who didn't check the tire tread enough? Do we go back to the checker who didn't check these things to make sure they were done? Or do we go all the way back to the idealist, or the one with the idea, and say, I wish we'd never gone on this trip? Well, we place the blame on everybody. So everybody gets the blame. But if it works out just perfectly, not a hitch in the road, nothing goes wrong, who gets the credit? Well, that's the challenge. There's not much credit given. Now, there's plenty of blame if something goes wrong, but there's not much credit given. Not much credit given for everything going correctly. Not much thank you, not many. There's a lot of blame. There's a lot of I told you so, but not much credit. So what I'd like to present to you is a way of giving credit for everything that goes right. Let's don't look for things going wrong. Let's look for things going right or correctly or properly. What can we do to emphasize that? If you think it's just about a vacation, you're thinking very superficially. It's about your job. It's about your business. It's about your lifestyle. It's about your family. It's about your social connections. It's about everything in your life. Giving thanks, thanking someone, expressing appreciation to people, even to appreciate yourself. If you're the only one doing it, you just pat yourself on the back and you say, you did a really good job of getting to this ideal situation that you came up with, the planning that you did, the doing of the plan, plan your work and then work your plan, and then checking and making sure everything was going okay. Rather than blaming yourself or some member of your team or your family or your social group of something that didn't go 100% perfect, maybe you should be looking for the good things, the things that happen just perfectly, just as planned, even better than planned. Sometimes you'll, have a little side trip or something happens that goes wrong, and it's the best thing. It's the most fun you have on the entire vacation, we'll say. The most fun you have with your family. You were going to a movie and you decided you didn't see any movies, so you decided to go play miniature golf, or you decided to do something as a family, a picnic, an outing. And you thought, this was far more fun than I thought it might be, than I idealized it to be. And then you start thanking people, thanking everyone for the fact that this was great. This couldn't have gone better. And make sure that you show appreciation. So remember, you've got all of these 4 things going in your life. These ideals or these ideas, and then you've got to have those. And then managing those. How do you get from where you are to where you want to be? What steps do you need to take? Then you have this guy or this lady that's a doer that does all of these steps and gets us there, makes the reservations. And then you've got that last person, the checker, the one that checks and makes sure that we did everything and we didn't overlook or omit something. That's what I want you to consider, and thanking those that helped you, even if it's only yourself.